Okay, it's day 2 on working on refining some beeswax, and I have actually boiled my wax in a little bit of water 4 times. This stuff is very messy and dirty, but I'm going to show you what it's like now, and I'm guessing I will do it one more time and that should take care of everything. So I'm going to just see if I can adjust this so you can see it better. There. Okay, so this is what it looks like at this point. And I've cut it out. And you can still see on the bottom there's a lot of grime. Just kind of gunky looking stuff. So I'm going to just go ahead and you scrape that stuff off. While it's warm, I found out that it scrapes off much better. And I don't know if there's any type of use for this stuff, but it's easy to scrape off. It is getting a lot prettier. Boy, it took a long time though. So it's just like this, and I'll show you what I'm going to do again in a little while. Okay? See ya. Okay, working on the second half, and get this all trimmed off. Scrape it off. I'm heating up the water. I'm going to do this one more time, and then that's it. It has been quite a process. It's not a hard process, just a little time consuming, and your house smells waxy. So this winter time, when there's not still canning and stuff to be doing, I'm going to try to make some lip balms, and I'm also going to try to make some just a second. I'm going to try to make some lip balms and maybe some lotion that's slightly thickened with beeswax. So it'll be kind of fun because it's from my own bees, which are doing wonderful today actually. I went out to check them, and they're just flying all over. I still have a lot of flowers. Even though this is called the time of dearth, I kind of tried to prepare for that so that they would have additional stuff. Here's the water boiling. I would think you could mix this stuff with cardboard or paper or something. This part here anyhow, because it has a lot more wax than the other, for little fire starters. The first part that was really thick and probably more bee parts than others. I watched a YouTubing guy tried to set that on fire and all it did was melt. But this has quite a lot of wax on it, you can see. So the pan of water doesn't look too bad. I'm going to clean this out. I've got other water boiling and melt it one more time. Okay, it's beginning to melt down some. Probably see it better there. And will take a little while. I'm just trying to keep my camera from stopping the recording. That's why this is being a three-part, because it just kept stopping the recording if I waited too long. So maybe I'll empty the dishwasher. Still melting. Okay, emptied the dishwasher, reloaded it with almost everything. Still have time. So I was given some beautiful dried chanterelle mushrooms. See? And what I'm going to do is I am going to grind these into a powder, and then they are ready to just put in anything that I want. So that's what I'm going to do. Kind of noisy. Mushrooms, of course, when they are dried, just weigh almost nothing. So this was a lot of pounds of mushrooms. I'm going to use the dry grind attachment on my Vitamix. Oh, here we go. Get ready for the noise. Oops. Better turn it on. You could smell that. It smells great. I'm going to go get a half-gallon jar to put this in. Okay, I got the half-gallon jar, but I decided to place the powder in this baking dish first. Actually, I might get a little bigger one. And just make sure it's all the way dry in a very low oven. And then we'll go check the wax again. Beautiful Pampered Chef. And the dust is down now. And it just makes a gorgeous powder. It smells so good. Loosen up those corners. Smaller at the bottom, so. All right, let's do one more batch, and then we're going to go check the wax, which is just about melted all the way. Batch. So I did a smaller push in this, so it went much faster. Whew. Forgot this has to wait. So let's go take a look at the wax. And you've got the idea. I'll dry this all out. So, all right, this is what the wax looks like. Just a tiny bit more to melt. How do I get this back here? There we go. And it's actually looking pretty good. I see just a little bit of floating stuff in there. Not much. So that makes me happy. And this next time I'm going to put it through a strainer, one of these strainers like this, with a coffee filter in it, and I think that will do it. Okay, so back on timeout. Okay, so I've got it all blended down now, or melted down. I'm going to pour it through this coffee filter inside of this filter. So obviously these pans are not going to be able to be used for anything else after this. So let's just begin to pour that in. This is water and wax, but the wax will float to the top. So it's beginning to smell a lot better. It smelled like a burnt coffee really before, but now it's much better. See, I've got something right there. Oh, that was a nice wax dip. That didn't work at all. I'm gonna get a spoon. Okay. This is a little B part, and we don't really need any B parts. The majority that we have left is really water. So there we go, that's it. So I'm going to stir it down just a little bit to try to, because the wax instantly, of course, begins to harden, and then it doesn't want to flow through anything. So we'll just stir it down a little bit. And you don't have to watch this whole thing, so we'll go ahead and put it on pause. I'll show you when I take it out. It should be very pretty then. Okay, I'm going to move on to marking my last tomato sauce. It's really a nice mixture of tomatoes, onions, bell peppers from our garden, a lot of herbs, garlic, and it's really very yummy. So I need to mark these. That's what it's going to say, so I'm going to keep marking. Okay, the wax is solidifying again, rising to the top, and I'll show you the last jars that I canned. So okay, it's still cooling. Okay, this is my finished product. I will put in another container and shape it, but it's not as golden as some I've seen, but it looks pretty good. And this is some I scraped off the side of the pan. So you can definitely smell. You can definitely smell that it smells like beeswax now. So anyhow, that took a long time. Sorry that it was so long, but I want to pray for blessing on you and yours, and whatever you do. Oops, I'm doing this wrong, huh? Blessings on you and yours, and whatever you do, keep dreaming.